think for the first time in a really long time, I finally somewhat made my outfit match. Doesn't happen often. As a matter of fact, it doesn't really happen at all. What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin, and today we're listening to Joni Mitchell with her song, Furry Sings the Blues. This is off of her album Hijira, which was released in 1976. It's been a while since we had listened to Joni. I'm sorry for the wait. I know some of you have been waiting for quite a while. Thank you, David, by the way, for waiting. I know Dave is looking forward to this. I don't really have much to say right now, except that it has been a really hot day, and I'm already sweating. I've barely sat down. You can join me on Twitter. You can join me in the comments down below. I hope that you're having a great day, guys. And let's do it. This is Furry Sings the Blues by Joni Mitchell. This is FurryCon.
Street is coming down. Sweetie's snack bar boarded up now, and Eccles the tailor and the shine boy's gone, faded out with ragtime blues. And he's cast in bronze, and he's standing in a little park with his trumpet in his hand, like he's listening back to the good old bands and the click of high-heeled shoes. Old Furry sings the blues, propped up in his bed with his dentures and his leg removed. And Jenny's there for her kindness and Furry's beer. She's the old man's angel overseer. Chops glitter like gold tooth caps. In the gray decay, they chew the last few dollars off old Beale Street's carcass. Carrion and Mercy, blue and silver sparkling drums, cheap guitars, eye-shaped and guns, aimed at the hot blood of being no one. Down and out in Memphis, Tennessee, old Furry sings the blues. Bring him smoke and drink and he'll play for you. It's mostly muttering now and sideshow spiel, but there was one song he played I could really feel. Double-billed murder at the New Daisy. The old girl's silent across the street. She's silent, waiting for the records beat. Silent, staring at her stolen name. Diamond boys and satin dolls, bourbon laughter, ghost history falls to parking lots and shopping malls. As they tear down old Beale Street, old Furry sings the blues. He points a bony finger at you and says, I don't like you. Everybody laughs as if it's the old man's standard joke, but it's true, we're only welcome for our drink and smoke. See handy, I'm rich and I'm fair, and I'm not familiar with what you play, but I get such strong impressions of your heyday, looking up and down old Beale Street. Ghost of the dark town society come right out of the bricks at me, like it's a Saturday night. They're in their finery, dressing it up and making deals. Furry sings the blues. Why should I expect that old guy to give it to me true? Fall into hard luck and time and other thieves, while our limo is shining on his shanty street. Old Furry sings the blues.
You know, one thing I find so cool about this album, just off of the few songs that we've listened to, or that I've listened to rather, is every time I listen to a song off of this album specifically, I just get like totally like sucked in. I'm almost like lost in the music when I'm listening to it. I'm not really thinking about the music too much. Like, I'm thinking about it because, you know, I have to think about it, especially to talk about it after. But I find myself just kind of like, I don't know, just lulled into the story, lulled into her vocals, the bass guitar, which is always going to be something that I look out for. But how warm it is, the way that it's so steady in its movement. Her voice is always expression full. It's very comforting, and it's just so relaxing. It's just so laid back the way that she sings here. And it kind of sounds a little bit more on the folkier side, but the guitar and the bass really add to this very relaxed, jazzy atmosphere that it builds on. The use of the harmonica, which I saw was played by Neil Young, was a very nice touch, especially story-wise, because it first comes in when she's mentioning a trumpet, so it's kind of taking the place of the trumpet, bringing that story to life. But I really like how she takes on character, she takes on personality. As she's talking about Old Furry, she says, you know, he's singing the blues, he points a finger, says, I don't like you. And the way that she actually embodies, Old Furry embodies that voice, you know, it's funny, it's played for laughs in a sense, but she does it respectfully, she does it in a funny way, but it also comes across very well in the story itself. And then immediately after, when she says everybody laughs as if it's the old man standard joke, her voice lightens up and becomes a lot more like jovial. It's the music around her which like swirls you into this whirlpool of relaxation, I guess like a jacuzzi. I guess that's what I'm kind of getting to. This album so far is making me feel like I'm in a jacuzzi. It's warm, it's bubbly. There's something about the musical side of this that I'm very drawn into. And this song doesn't really have a lot of changes in it. It doesn't have a lot of structure changes in it. And like I'm noticing with a decent amount of her music that I've listened to so far, she doesn't have a chorus. It's just not a run-on sentence, but it's just a straight-through story in the way that she presents it. Which, as I've said before, I think is a really interesting way of writing, especially in an age where a chorus, some repeated lines are expected. But she doesn't give it to us. She just gives us the story as she writes it. She gives us the straight shot of the narrative. And every time that I listen to a song off of this album, I feel like not doing more videos for them and just listening to the rest of the album on my own. But I'm trying not to. And what I appreciate is that right now I have two websites pulled up. By the way, usually I just have like the lyrics and the Wikipedia page up for like the album or the song. That's usually what I get. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I got the lyrics directly from Joni Mitchell's website. What I really appreciate it, and you guys can definitely go there and check it out for yourselves as well, is that underneath the lyrics which are listed, they also have a lot of the footnotes and references, such as Beale Street, who was Furry, and different things like that. So you can actually get like a decent amount of background on what this song specifically is about. I'm not going to necessarily have time to read it all right here. According to Wikipedia, is an account of Mitchell meeting the blues guitarist and singer Furry Lewis on Beale Street. I like how she also describes her setting and the surroundings, not just strictly talking about Furry. She's talking about the surroundings of the city where she's at. You know, she's talking about Sweetie's Snack Bar, boarded up now, Eagles the Tailor and the Shine Boy's gone. So there's a lot of memories here in this place, but there's also a lot of change that has happened, maybe since the last time that she's been there. I would have to sit here and like look into the lyrics a little bit more reading this background off of the website. Like I said, I'm not going to do it here because it seems that there's a lot of references and there's a lot of reading. that I can see in here. So I'll look at that on my own just so I can kind of get a better understanding. And of course, if you guys want that background, I definitely encourage you to do the same. Because like I said, there's a lot here, but it seems that it's a very deep song, at least historically, and in its relation to this man, Mr. Furry. Otherwise, I actually don't have much to say on this one. I think the music is fantastic. I think her singing is fantastic. The music just draws me in, and as such, I just like to enjoy it. I actually don't have anything else. I don't really have anything else to like get into. I just feel like it speaks for itself, and sometimes music is just like that. Of course, I want to know what you guys thought of the song. You can join me on Twitter. You can join me in the comments down below. I hope that you're having a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.